Phase 2 of your ACL recovery refers to approximately weeks 3 to 6 after your operation. The goals of this phase are to achieve a full range of motion in the knee when extending it or flexing it, and walking with a normal gait pattern. Also, you want to strengthen both your injured and non-injured leg and work on your balance. Here are some useful exercises you can do at home in addition to physio. Be sure to consult your doctor and physiotherapist before doing any of these though. After all, every injury is unique and requires a unique treatment. You can do the strength and balance exercises about 3 times weekly. In addition, you can do a daily core workout and should be stretching every day anyway. Your strength will differ greatly between week 3 and week 6, so start with about 1 or 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps for dynamic exercises and progress to 3 sets of about 15 to 20. For static exercises, trust your gut and listen to your body. When you fatigue, stop. You should be holding stretches for about 30 seconds each. You can find a complete guide on our website, just follow the link in the description. Make sure that you do not feel any pain. As soon as you feel any pain or strong discomfort doing any of these exercises, you should stop immediately. In the following, I clustered my favorite exercises for this phase into strength, balance, and flexibility. I've also added 6 essential core exercises in the end. So let's get right into it and start with the strength exercises. Here are 5 exercises and 2 bonus exercises if you have a yoga ball. Yoga or physio ball weight shifts and leg raises are a great way to get warmed up. Start by grabbing a yoga ball. Sit in it and make sure that you are nice and balanced and have a firm position. Once you have your balance, you can start leaning from one side to the other or making small circles in both directions. Make sure your core is activated and then lift one leg after the other. Do this exercise as a warm-up until your knees feel a little loose and nice and ready to start your workout. Next is the partial squat and the partial wall squat. Stand in a comfortable position with your legs about shoulder width apart. For this partial squat, you should bend your knees a maximum of 40 degrees. If you're facing difficulties with the partial squat, you can alternatively do the partial wall squat for more stability. Here you can decide between doing repetitions or holding an isometric hold for about 30 seconds. You can keep your arms at your side, cross them, or have them straight out in front of you. Next, and as a progression, is the partial squat weight shift and walk. As with the partial squat, make sure your knee does not bend more than 40 degrees in this phase of your recovery. Stand in a comfortable position with your legs about shoulder width apart. Now bend your knees to 40 degrees. Slowly shift your weight from one leg to the other. Once you have incorporated the partial squat weight shift into your exercise, you can start doing a partial squat walk. Once you're in a position with your knees slightly bent, slowly walk from one side to the other and back. Make sure your core is engaged and perform controlled movements. However, after these exercises, your knee can swell up a little bit. Simply prop it up and cool it for 15 to 20 minutes. Continue with the partial lunge. Get into a comfortable lunge position. Make sure you are stable. If you're facing balance issues, grab onto a chair or hold onto the wall. At this point in your recovery, you don't want to bend your knee more than 40 degrees. Be aware that if your injured knee is in the back, it might feel some stress as well. Make sure your core is engaged at all times during this exercise. As the weeks progress, you can try bending your knee a little further each time. Again, if your knee swells up, just cool it for 15 to 20 minutes. Calf raises. Stand upright with your legs straight beneath you. Now activate your calf muscles, propelling your body upwards. Stay on the front of your foot, only your heel leaving the ground. Hold on to the wall or a chair if you are facing problems with your balance. If this exercise becomes too easy doing it on both legs, progress to doing single leg calf raises. Focus on quality over quantity and make sure you contract your muscles, pausing for a second in the top position before lowering again. The next bonus exercise is the yoga ball bridge. Lie on your back with your legs propped onto a yoga ball. Tighten your core and squeeze your glutes and hamstrings to propel your hip upwards. As your strength and mobility progresses, you can perform a hamstring curl. Simply slide your heels inwards when you are in the top position. As a next progression, you can do the same exercise one-legged. These exercises are very challenging, so don't worry about repetitions to begin with. Focus on doing the exercises correctly. Be sure to consult your medical professional before doing these though. If your surgery required a hamstring graft, your hamstring will need some extra time to rest. The earliest time you can do these is probably approximately 4 to 5 weeks after surgery. Some of these strength exercises already require balance and stabilizing muscles. But let's continue with some balancing exercises and progressions. Strengthening small stabilizing muscles and working on your balance is essential after an ACL surgery. Start by standing on your injured leg, holding onto the wall or a chair for more balance. Be sure to engage your core, and then you can decide whether you want to lift your leg to the front or to the back. Hold it for as long as it is comfortable. You can progress to standing freely and then standing 747s. To perform 747s, put your arms to the side like wings and then lift your leg to about 90-degree angle. In the beginning, you may want to hold onto the wall. Don't forget to train both legs. The next progression is the front kick. Do a standing 747 and then kick your leg forward. Engage your core and don't focus on repetitions, but on holding your balance for as long as possible. Towards the end, you might feel your leg fatigue. Be sure you can perform each exercise perfectly before progressing. Now we will continue with 4 standing hip exercises. You have probably done all of these exercises seated or lying down, but now we want to add a balance component. For hip flexions, lift your leg upwards and forwards. Make sure that you engage your core. Start by holding onto the wall or a chair and progress to standing freely. Next are hip abductions. Stand straight and abduct your leg, pushing it away from your body by activating your glutes. To make the exercises more challenging, you can add ankle weights. Don't forget to train both legs. Next are hip adductions. Stand straight and adduct your leg, moving it from the outside toward the inside, crossing the midline of your body while doing so. Lastly, come hip extensions. Stand straight and activate your core and squeeze your glute muscles, pulling your leg backwards. Focus on quality and performing the exercises correctly, making sure you feel the sensation in the muscle you're trying to train. Next come toe touches. They are a great way to train the strength and balance of your knee in order to regain stability. Stand on one leg and try to reach the other leg as far as possible to the front, the side, and the back, with only the toe touching the ground slightly. You can progress this exercise by not touching the ground at all. Another way to progress is trying to touch down a little further away each time. As mentioned earlier, flexibility is essential in regaining your knee mobility, so do these stretches every day. Heel props help you regain flexibility in your leg. Just grab a black roll, a towel, or a pillow and place it on your straight leg so that your thigh is off the ground. Let gravity do its job, allowing your leg to slowly ease into extension. Relax and focus on your breath. Of course, you can do this exercise while lying down on a couch or bed, or while seated. Flexion hangs will help you regain flexibility and the ability to bend your knee. To start the exercise, find something you can sit upon that is high enough so you can dangle your feet freely. Let gravity do its work, pulling your knee into a bent position. Hold the stretch as long as it is comfortable. Once you reach a bend of about 90 degrees, you can take your free foot to apply some pressure to bend your knee further than 90 degrees. Hamstring stretch. Make sure your legs are straight and try to straighten your back. Try hinging at your hip. You should feel the sensation in the back of your thighs. Once you get more flexible, you can also lean forward and slide forward with your hands. Also make sure your toes are in a flexed position. This way, you will activate the back of your leg. Do not force yourself into a position. Make sure you feel the stretch, but not any pain. The calf stretch will help you regain your leg extension. Sit straight and wrap a towel or an exercise band around your foot. You should feel a stretching sensation in the back of your leg as you gently apply pressure. You can also lean back or lie down, your leg coming up in the process. Make sure the towel or band you are using is long enough to avoid poor posture. Quad stretch. Start by lying on your belly. Bring your leg up. 90 degrees should be challenging at first. To start the stretch, grab a towel. You can wrap it around your leg to help you with the movement. You can also use an exercise band or anything really that will help you move your heel closer towards your glutes as you progress. I would advise doing this exercise on the floor because it gives you the best stability. But you can also do it standing. Simply grab a towel, connect it to your foot, and try to lift your heel towards your glutes. Alternatively, you can also do it lying on your side. However, these second two options don't offer the same stability as when you lie on your belly. You will feel a stretching sensation in your quads and around your knee. Do not force yourself into the stretch. However, slowly progress with time. The yoga ball knee mobility exercise can be used as an addition to the heel or wall slide. It is a more active version. Simply lie on your back and move your knees towards your body. This is a great exercise to loosen up your knees and also use as a warm-up. As with all exercises, you will get more flexible with time. Finally, 6 quick and easy home core exercises. The first exercise is the crunch. Lift your legs to about 90 degrees. Now contract your ab muscles, lifting your shoulders off the ground. Your hands should just be gently touching your ears. Next come leg raises. Lie on your back with your hands by your side. Now contract your ab muscles and lift your straight legs upwards. Make sure your lower back is touching the mat at all times. In addition, or alternatively, you can do reverse crunches. Bring your legs up to about 90 degrees. Now, by contracting your ab muscles, lift your pelvis off the ground, moving your knees towards your chest. Try to avoid using momentum and focus on contracting your ab muscles. Next exercise is the bug. Bring your legs up to about 90 degrees and have your arms straight forward. Now simultaneously lower your right arm and your left leg, and vice versa. Engage your core and make sure your lower back is in constant contact with the mat. As a progression, you can add a gentle resistance. Simply push against the knee that is up 90 degrees with your off hand. You can also use something like a black roll or a ball and try to keep it in place while you do the exercise. The next exercise is the hollow hold. Lie on your back with your arms and legs extended. Now contract your ab muscles, lifting your legs as well as your shoulders off the ground. Your lower back should be in constant contact with the mat. The last exercise in this core series is the Superman. It will help train your posterior. Lie on your belly, and now squeeze your abs, glutes, and lower back to lift your upper body and your legs off the mat. Hold in the contracted position for a second before lowering it again. You can also break this exercise down by only lifting your upper body or only lifting your legs off the mat. I hope these exercises help you through this stage of the recovery. You can find a complete plan on our website as a free download. Thanks for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.